First of all, I just want to say this. Hawkeye, I'm really enjoying where they're going, where they're taking us.
Yeah. I did not expect this.
I mean, Hawkeye might be the most boring Avenger, and he's turning into be a real person with layers, and that's what they're doing. They're introducing layers to him, and I know it's not giving the same fanfare that Loki got because he's a fan favorite, but
Yeah.
he's becoming more and more like you. I'm enjoying who he is, and you know what? He's probably going to be around for a little bit longer.
Which is good. I like that. I like that he would be, But yeah, I mean, I'm more upset that there's only 2 more episodes left.
I felt that. I felt that after 4. I was like, "How you gonna bring her in now?" And then I only got 2 episodes to enjoy this.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. It was like either the ending is going to be a thing that is completely a setup for something bigger.
Yeah, cliffhanger or something.
Which would kind of suck. At least Loki had an ending. You know what I mean? It opened up the door to a bunch of other stuff, but it had an ending, and it could, like, hey, season 2, this is where we're gonna start season 2 at, kind of thing. This, I don't think it's gonna have an ending. I'm really, really afraid that it's just gonna be like stop, and then whatever movie or show is next. And
he has to figure out this
annoying.
whole Yelena thing, Belova, whatever. He has to figure out the Yelena. He has to figure out Echo. He has to bring Echo to the next place. Are they going to bring in Kingpin? Is he going to make it home? What are they going to do? It's so many questions. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on with Eleanor Bishop, with her mom? It's no doubt. Who did she call?
She's super sus. Did you see people saying she called Echo? I was like, okay, how? How is she gonna call a deaf? I saw that, I was laughing, and then I was watching E-Man last night talking about it, and he said the same thing. So I'm like, he must have watched the same exact YouTube video that I saw, because I was like, that's the stupidest thing ever.
Like, he called Echo, you just look at him like, really, really.
Yeah, because
it's obvious the mother works with Kingpin.
One thing I was what if she's working with I guess it's all together, but with oh my god, the other chick, I keep forgetting her name. With the purple hair, she was in
the last Soldier. 2 movies. Yeah. She's bringing
Valentine.
Yeah. What is her name?
It's like she has a stupid name.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine or something like that.
De Fontaine. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, what if she called her? Because I was like, I was watching. I think it was a New Rockstars, and they were saying something like that. And I was like, oh yeah. It was like, what if they called her? And then it just so happens at the end of Black Widow, she gets the call from Eleanor, and now she sends, of all people, Black Widow's sister.
That is, like, and Yelena finds out where Hawkeye is. What if the mother called Yelena?
Yeah.
She could have called,
Yeah. I mean, there's some people, Kingpin also, like you said, in the last season of season 3 of Daredevil, you find out like he knows people and he has a lot of connections. Same thing in Punisher. He's in jail and he's still running stuff in jail. So he's a legit like bad guy. He's just not like a big crime lord. Like, no, he's got connections and he knows people and he's got power. So.
Well, I like that idea that she called Val. That's what That she
Val.
called. She called Val. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, then you can always connect Val to Kingpin as well. I mean, why not? He's, Kingpin saw like the Defenders becoming a group, and he saw Avengers becoming a group. He's like, well, I want my own group, because you don't have Norman Osborn, but you have Kingpin. So what if you make not the Thunderbolts, but like the Dark Avengers or whatever version you want to call them, So
but what I thought was weird was that Hawkeye, when he saw he didn't know it was Yelena. Did he? Did you know it was Yelena? He didn't know Yelena was his sister, was Black Widow's sister. Like, he doesn't know that connection, but he knows that she's a Black Widow assassin. Mm-hmm. So you didn't think that they were coming for him because of what happened? What he allowed to happen? Like, he's still grieving. So you would think that'd be the first thing that he's saying, like, look, this is not what happened. This what you think is happening did not happen.
I hope so. I hope so. I think that's how it's gonna come down. Is like, I think
I did not kill Natasha. I didn't kill Natasha.
But he blames himself for her dying. And I think we said that before. Is he's gonna be like, you want to kill me? Kill me. I was the one that was supposed to die, not her. So. And obviously, he's gonna find out, blah blah blah. Because it makes sense. It's like they already said he didn't kill Black Widow because he saw the good in her. Mm-hmm. The sister's not gonna kill him because she sees the good in him, kind of thing. The same thing with Kate Bishop.
But wait, what if Echo's right there when he admits all that stuff?
Yeah. I mean,
Echo's gonna go nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then she's gonna try to kill him, and it'll be like a 3-on-1 versus Echo, or I don't know. I mean, it's gotta somehow end with her story starting. Like, it's gotta end somehow that it's gonna lead into her own show.
Did you think that Yelena was the person that was in that mask, or did you think it was going to be Elektra?
No, it was Elena. She was doing, especially when she used the stingers. She had the wrist strap, and then she was doing the Black Widow poses that she was making fun of.
That's why I thought I was laughing. I was like, did she just do the pose, really?
Yeah. So there was no doubt, and like like I said, I was watching E-Man last night, like breaking it down and talking about it, and he said something that was really, really, really interesting that I agree with. He said they should have never told us at the end of Black Widow, that post-credit scene, that Yelena was going after Clint. They should have never said it, just never did it, because it ruined the surprise.
That would have been a shock. That would have been huge.
Imagine finding out in the show that, like, why is Yelena here going after fighting Clint? Like, what's going on? And then the next the beginning of episode 5 is the post credit scene. Is you see Val going to Yelena and doing that. I was like, that would be so much better. And E-Man said that, and I was like, 100% agree. Like, you got rid of the surprise. Like you knew that was her. Everyone knew that was her.
Yeah, but you had to maintain. You had to prolong. You had to bring people in too. So Hawkeye's not like. Yeah. Once again, his branding is pretty terrible, but he's just not strong enough of a character, I think, to carry it that long. And you needed to say something in Black Widow to say, hey, come see us at Hawkeye, in case you don't want to.
Yeah. I think that's what it was like, like, we're going to sacrifice the surprise so you
watch this.
Yeah. Like, you get more viewers. Like, oh, hey, maybe I might watch this because it might actually be important. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess, but it just ruined it. Because all the diehard Marvel fans were gonna watch it no matter what, and it just ruined the surprise, which was kind of sucky. But I enjoyed the whole part, because it's like the new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, had the arrow pointing at the new Black Widow, and she was gonna shoot. Did the little head nod, and so it was like, so what happened with Clint and Natasha kind of repeated itself with the new versions of them. So
do you think it's good? How do you think he's going to be able to get back with Kate Bishop? Like, how is she going to be able to accept him again?
Go away. Yeah, she's just not going to go away. I think she already proven that she's just I think this episode really proved how much of a bratty, spoiled, like, rich girl she is.
Mm-hmm. She really thinks she's invincible. She really believes she's invincible, and she's gonna get her ass kicked. That's why.
Yeah. You know, like the whole part where she goes over the edge, which was super awesome because usually I catch little things and I didn't catch it until I watched it again, where Yelena put that clip on her and then threw her over the roof. I didn't catch that at first, you know, so I was like, that was pretty good, you know, because she's a spy. You're supposed to know that, and she tossed her over. You're like, oh shit, you know, she's gonna be like, you know, broken or something, but you know, and then it repeated the scene from Endgame, you know, with him holding on to Natasha, and you know, I think they had the same music playing of them hanging off the edge. It was very repetitive, like playing on itself.
Yeah, but I think that they did that on purpose to show you, because he's really starting to like her. That's the truth. He's really starting to like Kate Bishop, and can you continue to build that relationship with you grieving for Natasha at the time? Can you open yourself up to even accepting another person when you're grieving for Natasha at the time?
Yeah, that's interesting. And they keep bringing it up. And we're going back to the mom. Oh, what the hell's her name? Yeah. What was her name? Kate Bishop's mom. You said it was already E.
I just had Eleanor. Eleanor. Yep.
That whole scene at the elevator. Oh man, if you didn't get like super like sus on Eleanor at that scene, oh man,
it wasn't even about what she was saying to Hawkeye, because that's what any parent would say, you know. And she was even coming at him like kind of hard, because you know that's her daughter's idol, and all that was fine, but she seems very happy. First of all, with Swordmaster or Jack Duquesne, whatever you want to call him, but seems very happy with him. And to a point where they know each other's secrets.
Yeah.
So she knows that. And we just found out that Echo's guy has worked. The tracksuits work for her. And her company.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Like, because, Jack Duquesne is the CEO of the company that the tracksuits work for.
Yeah.
And it's still all under her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's her company. He's the CEO. And he's got them under his belt. Yeah, so it's like one big circle. It's all signs are pointing that she's involved. She's even acting like she's involved. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised either way if Marvel
surprised us like, no, she's just a concerned parent.
Yeah,
she had no idea.
If they decide, you know, but also the shit she was saying, you know, is like the first thing she brings up is like, hey, you know, yeah, you can keep her safe. Did you keep Natasha safe, motherfucker? It was like really digging that in there, you know, like, and then the part that got me that you didn't really notice until later in the episode when she goes, you have kids. Before he said anything, she's like, oh, of course you do, you know, and it kind of like missed it until the end when you saw that list. Yeah, and I was like, oh, it was like, why would she assume that he had kids?
Here's my thing with Echo. Does that mean that he has to kill her to keep his family safe? And that not that he will kill her, but that it's just in his mind that's how far he has to be willing to go in order to keep his family safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know he's willing to kill. He says, I'm just a weapon.
We can talk about.
I do say that was really cool of Kate Bishop to come over there and kind of get him back in the Christmas spirit, and that kind of solidified their relationship again.
Yeah, I think he's starting to see her as like a adopted daughter type of thing, you know.
Yeah, and that's why he's pushing her away, because he thinks that everyone that he gets close to dies.
Yeah.
So he's trying to push her away because he doesn't want that to happen to her.
Yeah. Also, when he saw the sword, like the Ronin sword at the house, I think because before he was always thinking like she's kind of crazy, you know, with like your stepfather killed his uncle and your mom's like a war, you know, lord. But I think when he saw that, it kind of everything started clicking like all in that one time frame. Like, oh wait, these guys work for your mom's company. This guy had my sword. Like, so yeah.
Well, in this last movie, it's gonna be a major fight scene. It has to be a Hawkeye versus Swordmaster, huge fight thing.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of characters in this. Now that you got Elena in it now, there's a lot of big characters. Yeah, I don't trust Eleanor at all. I don't. So far, I don't trust her.
I tell you, she's definitely part of the Queenpin. I think she's going to introduce Kingpin.
I think so. That's probably a good bet. I think so. Yeah, because she has more of like a flashy kind of, like, she has money, so she has power kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So like I think her and Kingpin would be more on a similar level, rather than Echo is just a minion to Kingpin, you know. So yeah,
like he pretends like that's his niece, but really he just uses her.
Yeah,
you gotta stay in line. What I really did like, I say that when Hawkeye called his wife with Laura, and how down she was just so down for everything. Like she's like his own Alfred. You know, that was like what it was. It was so cool.
Yeah, which that was the one of the big things I wanted to talk about was she a spy?
I think so.
Did she work for S.H.I.E.L.D.? You know,
they fell in love, and that's why that's another reason why they had to be in the middle of nowhere, because she's done her thing too. How was she able to find out so fast all that stuff?
Yeah. Like she said, she talked to the guy or whatever. I'm like, that's got to be Fury, right? I mean, right? I mean, there's no way it's not Nick Fury, you know. Which also leads into another big thing is in the comic book, Clint's love interest is Mockingbird.
Was she Mockingbird? Wow. Was Laura Mockingbird? Wow, that is so cool.
And then she just kind of gave it up because of the family.
What if Laura is Mockingbird, and then they come for the family, and then she balls out?
Some ass? Yeah, man, that's exactly what I was thinking. I want to see that. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Echo going there and being, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna take out your family, thinking she's like a helpless, like, you know, like housewife, and then she starts whooping some ass. I'm down for that, man.
That's happening. That's happening. And you know what? And then his daughter starts, you know, getting her arrow thing that he's been showing her all these years, and she defends them too.
Yeah.
And then that's the first time they meet Kate Bishop. And then the last episode, that's what happened. Episode 5, the last episode 6, they go back and they take the fight to them. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's gonna happen.
They can go so many different ways with it, but yeah, she was way too comfortable, and it makes more sense now why they don't keep secrets. They're like, you're a spy, I'm a spy, we're gonna find it out anyway, you know. So let's just not keep secrets. So
but they know so much about everything. That's why she knows exactly he's always been through, because she's was there with him the entire time.
Yep. That's why I was like, she wasn't worried about Natasha. Like she already knows. She's like, oh, you're gonna cheat on me? I will kill you when you're not looking. You know, it's like he's like afraid of her in a sense. You know, like too. You know, so it's like she was just way too chill, way too cool. And then she starts speaking with German or Russian or whatever the hell she started speaking. And I was like, whoa, where did this come from? You know, and she knew the moves. They're setting it up. And I don't think
she's definitely Mockingbird, and yeah, it's gonna. I think it's happening next episode.
I want to see her kick some ass, because she's a big actress. She's a big actress that's been in a lot of like big things. Scooby Doo, you know, was like one of the big ones she got in, and a bunch of other stuff. You know, so she's definitely gonna be, I think, somebody of more importance, and they're doing it. And I think the Watch is gonna tie it to her.
Exactly what I'm saying. What connects her? And that's how she knew it. That connects her to a past job that she walked away from, that she no longer has to worry about.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so, because it's a man's watch. It's a man's watch. So, and it's a big Rolex. You know, so
it's the last one that she killed or something like that. That's going to connect her to it.
Yeah, I heard rumors too. Like, there's a lot of people saying like it could maybe it's Nick Cage's, not Nick Cage. Yeah, Nick Cage. Not Nick Cage. Oh my god.
Oh no, you're talking
Nick
about
Fury. My god. Yeah, Nick Fury. Like, what if it's Nick Fury's, and it, like it's gonna tie like what they're doing here to, maybe she's still working with Fury, with Sword and all that, what he's doing up in space, because you got to start getting that going now. You got to start to get the Secret Invasion train rolling. So
there's so many avenues that you can go down, but I'm almost positive that Laura used to be Bobby Moore. Some more, whatever.
Well, I think you can still have Bobby Moore. It's just she was. You can just add she was like the Mockingbird, and then she gave up that title, and then Shield just
passed it to you're the new man. Yeah, you're the new Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So
I can see something like that. Same thing with like Hawkeye. Like maybe before Clint there was another Hawkeye. Or like something like that where you find out they're just code names and not like who they are. Like 007 type of thing. So that'd be cool. I don't know. They can go so many ways, but I think either way, Laura's gonna kick some butt. Like,
yeah, no, she's gonna be Mockingbird. So. That's no question. And it's gonna bring Clint's daughter into it, and I mean, she's gonna really be the badass of everybody too. It's the daughter. Yeah, she's strong, a strong character. You can tell that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm still like, they could go with her being like the helpless, like always worried about daddy, like, oh, I don't want him to go and do that anymore because it's not safe and I want him to be safe.
That seems like the sons. She knows everything. Like that, her mom was like talking all the code and she's like, yeah, no, I got this. I know exactly what's going on. You ain't faking me out.
Yeah,
I
true. True.
She's like, I'm good. I'm a good archer too. I got all this.
Yeah. That's she's way that I don't know. I like that. I don't know how they're gonna do it. If who she's gonna fight, but she's gonna fight somebody. It's either Echo or Yelena, and or they can just go. Maybe she was a Black Widow. Maybe she was like one of the Black Widows that got out and helped Natasha get out. I don't know. They can go.
Maybe that's how he knows. And then he met her first, and that's how he was willing to let Natasha go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so much to do.
They're gonna make her a badass, and however they do it, it's gonna be good. I don't see them messing that up. They can do a bunch of different ways, that she's a badass. But there's one other thing I wanted to ask was crap. Oh, so you saw Yelena's face, right?
Yep.
You know who it was. He even knows it's a Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling So Natasha didn't tell Clint, hey, I dismantled the Black Widow program and my mom got the rest of the Black Widows and I don't know what she's doing with them. Or she knows what because the Black Widow movie happened before the snap.
He had more time to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
He might even know Yelena is her sister.
That's what I'm saying, but he acted like he didn't know her. He didn't know who she was. I feel like he would have been more like in shock.
Or he could have been like, I deserve this. I knew it was coming. I deserve this. This is another way, just in case it goes bad. This is a way for me to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my only thing is like, I'm like, you said that's a Black Widow assassin's coming after you. But you're telling me Natasha didn't tell you she took down,
especially that connection that she had with her sister again, and that she remade with her father. All that's a huge thing to Natasha. Yeah. Natasha not to talk to you. You're the only one she talks to.
Yeah. Yeah. You're another family member. You know what I mean? Like, you're just as much of a family member as Yelena is. Yeah. So it was like, you did this thing and took down the Red Room, and your mom on all whatever. But you're not going to talk to Clint, even Grant, if he's out of the business kind of thing, for that time. It's like, you're not going to like, hey, come in and check on him. I don't know. Like,
she went all the way to Japan when he was killing everybody. Exactly. Talked to him. So that long 24-hour trip, she didn't say anything about what happened.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
They went to a different planet. It was like, you telling me like they just sat and stared at the view for hours? So, yeah.
So, how was your Tuesday?
Yeah. You know, so that's the only thing I hate when they do movies of a time period that is in between other movies, because like I'm like, okay, at any point is she gonna tell her BFF, her like brother, you know, like, oh yeah, hey, you know this really messed up thing? Yeah, I took it down. You know, so that was my only part. Is like,
I think that's going to get answered no matter what.
I hope so. I hope so, because if he doesn't know, then that just doesn't make any sense.
I want to know about Kazi.
He's just kind of. I think he loves Echo.
What?
We're gonna start doing Wednesdays on the Did We Just Become Best Friend channel. Link is in the description, so you go over there, check us out over there. We're gonna start doing Wednesdays instead of Thursdays, and on our own separate channel. Because Wednesdays is when Disney Plus releases all their stuff. So right when it's fresh, we'll start talking about it
right there. Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna do that the 29th, and that's gonna start Book of Boba. So that's gonna be.
I'm ready. It's gonna be great.
Two more weeks with this one, with Hawkeye on the Nerd Huddle channel before we move over and separate it. Do the nerdy thing on its own nerdy stuff, and keep all the sports stuff here on Nerd Huddle. But yeah, man, yeah, it was a crazy one. We're all over the place, but
it was fun. It was enjoyable. So I appreciate everyone coming in and just hanging out and watch this stuff.
Yeah. Watch that.